If you see me seated here like this, you know it's time for one of the most engaging shows on the internet right now. Argue with your cell phones. Yes, it's time for Bant and Rant, and I'm actually very excited for today's episode because sometimes we have to put the sexual, all of that situations aside and then delve into pressing issues, pressing matters that influence the lives of millennials, of Gen Zs on a daily basis. Straight to introductions. My name is Ajwa Adi.
Hey, Scanty.
My name is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
My name is Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi.
Jeffrey is not new to the show. He's been here, in some episodes. If you haven't seen those videos, it is up and live on our channel. Go check them out. So let me just quickly highlight on the topic we're speaking about today. So, mental health in African homes, hand in hand with generational traumas and traditions. How is your mental health? We okay?
Me okay.
We are fine.
I'm always okay.
Sir, baby girl, are you fine?
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yes. Are you okay?
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not.
Remember tissue. What is the problem? Let me just why are you not okay?
No, it's not that I'm not okay, but I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just wake up and deal with the day.
Is that the same thing for you?
Yeah, just wake up and deal with the day. I've normalized it. I feel okay.
How about you,
problem.
Cindy?
I think we tell ourselves we are okay, but truly we are not.
Okay.
And like he says, we wake up and then we are like, I'm okay, and then we just deal with the day.
You have something to say?
No. I'm just smiling because I have to deal with it like this.
Yeah.
I have to look happy.
No, but if we think about it, it's actually crazy. Growing up in an African home is a chore. It's so tough. Explain your childhood to me. How was it like? How was the experience like for you?
Authoritative leadership.
Authoritative leadership.
Yeah, from home. When they say you don't object, you don't see anything. When mommy says this or daddy says this, you have to do it. That's authoritative. It's not democratic. You share your ideas, you're out of the house. That's how I grew up.
Yeah, that's
You don't share your ideas. Yes. And then me, I feel like that's how they grew up. So they want us to be like that. But they have forgotten that we are advancing, we are changing. But me in my home, when they say it, you don't object. You object, you go.
How has that influenced your life right now?
It has influenced me in a way, but then me, I feel like, no, that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
So I feel like, my mom is outmoded. I always tell her, you are outmoded.
You tell her to her face?
Yes, you are outmoded.
I mean, right now, you're above 18.
No, even way before. Because some decisions that if you don't allow the kid to speak, you limit the person. Even when the person has an idea, then why do you take me to school?
Right.
Always you see parents saying, but if you tell something, you're out of the house.
True. You cannot teach an African parent.
Yes, you cannot teach them. So I always tell my mom, say, you're outmoded, you need to change the way you do things. But then she tells me, no, this is how I grew up, this is how I was taught. So I can't tell her to do anything.
Yeah.
So I would only have to, when I give birth, I teach my kids. But with my mom, she's not ready to change.
Right. Cindy?
Okay, so growing up, I think it was authoritative,
right.
But we got to a stage where I think it was evolving, and then my mom was, a bit easygoing. But it was
at what age did the easygoing start?
I would say 18.
18.
Yeah.
18 years anyway, we do freedom age, flag waving age.
Yes. So it was really authoritative. You can't tell mommy, I can't eat this, I don't want to eat this. If you can't eat, then you go hungry. So that's how authoritative it was growing up.
That's crazy. Jeffrey?
Yeah, growing up, it was it was authoritative, but just on my dad's side.
Just on your dad's side?
Yeah, because my mom is
your mommy's boy?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
You look like one.
Yeah.
Wow. I
see.
didn't know that. But yeah, so she's the one that flogged me the most, but she was like the most caring and everything.
Okay.
My dad was more like, when you go out of the house, you need to be somehow. When you're at home too, you have to be somehow. Remember, like you're in the TV room watching the TV and everything, and dad comes back home and you run away from the TV just because you're not even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So it's all that, but it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Now we've established the authoritative factor. How did it take a toll on your mental health?
For me, those decisions make me like I do things. So me can't be and KB. I learned that thing from my family. So even here, Sheldon says it a lot. Me, I don't like to listen to people's opinion. Like, I'm very, very skeptical.
And you can't because of how you were brought up.
Yes, because of how I was brought up. Mami, or can't say you have to do it. Even if it is wrong, or you're not pima, so stop. Yeah. I've learned that from my mom. So growing up, I don't do, when I say something, I feel like it's fine now. I don't like to listen to people's opinion.
And that's is that good?
That's not good.
It's not.
But with my kids, I'll change. But with my colleagues, I'm here.
Look at this.
Yeah, with my colleagues, that's how I am. You need to accept it.
Cindy?
I think what I learned from that was I wasn't able to say how I feel. How is it? Because I feel, I'm going to be told...
They'll tell you off if you say what you feel.
Yes, yes, exactly. So I think that's very bad because if you're not able to express yourself properly, then...
What's the point?
Yes.
Literally. Yeah. Jeff?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing for me too, because now I don't like people telling me no or not following what I want it to be. So I want it, if I want something to be read, it has to be read.
All damaged children.
Yeah, we are. That's the funniest part of it. But yeah, that's like, when I say I want something like this, that's just how I want it. And that's because of how I was brought up. And in a way, it was a bad thing, but there are also some good things we have to take out of it. Because if you have to compare us to, kids abroad that grow throughout this whole environment of
freedom and everything.
Freedom, white people, all that. It's really kind of fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to ask you, you look like someone who grew up abroad.
Me?
It's not. You look foreign.
You know, But not only about our parents, even in school, when we were growing up, when your teacher says this, that is it. We are not given the chance to express our thoughts. So a lot of people are living with stuff that they can't even voice out.
I can't relate.
It's only, you can't relate.
No.
It's
I
only,
went to Montessori school, so yeah.
Oh, sorry. Maybe call Saito, SAITU. In the moment you object, you are going home. It's only now that you get a chance, they can call a kid to the headmistress office and be like, oh, what is your problem?
Yeah.
A parent will bring the kid, my child is disrespectful at home, then they'll call the kid to the office and ask the kid to speak.
Engage them in conversation.
When the parents come, the kid will ask you to stand outside. Hey, me banner, yeah, Bruno. Lash him, do this. You don't even get a chance to express yourself.
Yeah.
And that's how come a lot of us are like this. Even our leaders.
Yeah.
Who can't say president
because
they already have the authoritative leadership.
Yeah.
Ghana is a democratic country, but our leaders are authoritative.
So it's just the foundation of the country in a whole. Our traditions, our morals. Our
forefathers cost us a lot. Yes, they are the reason why we are like this.
Yeah.
Ghana, if I say some, you don't say some. That is it.
I see. Well, let's quickly diverge to mental health, depression, anxiety. Has any of you experienced any of this?
Depression.
You've been depressed?
Yeah. I think most of the time. Depression is very bad because sometimes when we have issues and we are not able to speak up, then we become depressed.
It piles up within you.
Yes. Keeping things in your heart and all of that. It gets you very, very depressed and it destroys most of your foundation.
Yeah. Scanty?
I've never been depressed before. You can't be in Ghana and be depressed. Me, I've never been depressed.
That means you just know how to shed off whatever is like air shower, so you know how to go about it.
For me, I feel like it's normal.
Okay.
There are people who can't handle it. Me, I can handle it. I just feel like life is full of ups and downs.
Yeah.
The moment you are down, Ghana, the moment someone is down, they say I'm depressed. But do you know what real depression is? The moment somebody 1 year in dinner, they say I'm depressed. I don't have money to buy food. I'm depressed. Ghanaians have alleged and depression. There are two things Ghanaians don't use right.
Okay.
Alleged, you see, a jail will be crowd. They say he's alleged. Alleged, not yes. Say you're jail. How are you alleged? The depression, people use it's wrongly. It's not everything. Yeah, Obinam, you trim phone. Me, I'm depressed. We are depressed. How?
It can make you depressed.
Yeah, trim phone. What's
yes.
Then a lot of
I was depressed when I lost my phone.
Then a lot of people are depressed.
It depends on the basis, right? Because when I lost my phone, I think I explained this to you the other time. I'm a content creator. I do everything on my phone. I make revenue on my phone, and I was locked out of all my socials. That is something to cause for. I was in the house for like 5 days, not mean DD, because I couldn't tell my left from my right.
A combination and we are phone. I do a combination because if you are really angry, you would eat. No. Okay, me from my angle, I've never been depressed before. I don't know how it feels like. I've had friends who have been telling me, I have a friend who tells me there was a time she was in school. Said she wants to kill herself. She has been taking painkillers. Me, I was just seeing stars.
A painkiller.
On my way, you want to kill yourself and leave who here. So me, I have not. I don't know for if they have experience. I have not.
Okay. Depression is very funny for me.
It's funny for you.
I believe that people use depression wrongly.
Okay.
Correct.
Because something bad happened, I'm depressed. Do you know what depression is? Depression, you're borderline, you want to die. Personally, I don't think I've ever been depressed. Okay. When I feel sad, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, you're a man, and I go on with my day.
Ish.
And I'm sorry, I believe that most of the people that say that depressed are women. Because as a man, you can't be depressed.
No.
As a man, you have to continue
I
with your
think
day.
that's a misconception.
It's a misconception.
Yes,
thank you.
Because when you say as a man you can't be depressed, I mean
that's you.
The
you can't allow yourself to be depressed.
Yes. You can't allow yourself to be depressed.
It's okay.
Like you want to be allowed to, but like you can't allow yourself.
And why is that?
In this.
Because he's a man.
Yeah, man.
That's why a lot of people are going.
Why
you can't even process your emotions.
On your bed, your friends are making bags somewhere.
Why is it that?
No.
So if you're making a bag and the bag is not bagging, you are still depressed.
No.
I'd rather have money and be depressed than not have money.
Okay, so why is it that it's only a man that can't be depressed?
I'm not saying women can't be depressed.
You said most of the people who are depressed are women.
Exactly,
women,
but I think men too get depressed. They just don't want to admit it.
And they're broken heart.
Sure,
they're broken heart. Apart from broken heart.
Yeah, broken heart is one very common factor.
Like I just finish then I'm depressed. No. You're broken heart. All the guys who are depressed, maybe or this here, you guys can speak.
Betting.
Right?
Yes.
Or could bet. If you go to Pantine, the hospital here, a lot of them are depressed, broken hearts, and then sports betting.
Sports betting is real depression.
That's what it costs a lot. But guys, how can a guy you be in Ghana and be like, I'm depressed? It's mostly the ladies, mostly it's you girls that any little thing. But a guy to be depressed, maybe I spent a lot on a lady and the lady didn't show up. Then he's depressed.
Okay. All right. How about anxiety? And before we go on, let me just read the definition for anxiety. Intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situation. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may occur. Have you been anxious before? Hey,
media.
Only feeling.
I'm just in. I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there. I don't go through anxiety, depression. No, the only time my heart beats fast is when I'm jogging or I'm running. I feel like everything is normal. Okay. Everything happens. It's going to happen. You just have to know how to deal with it. People don't know how to deal. If you are depressed, you see someone, their expression. No, you are a human being. Every day I sit behind the camera. Yeah. Imagine Scanty is depressed, my better. How would I look in front of you all of the day? Media house, they can't be depressed. Now, they can't use that. What depression is over. There's nothing like anxiety here. I don't know. For them, maybe they are.
Have you ever been anxious?
No, I haven't. Okay. But I know someone who has. And
how was the experience?
I think their hearts. It's like their heart was really beating fast, and they are confused. They don't know what to do. They're just stiff.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how anxious
behaviors come out. Yeah. Jeff?
Yeah, I feel anxious before.
You've been anxious before?
Yeah, since I stepped in Ghana, I've been anxious. Like, it's because of school-related stuff, you know, like...
Where do you come from?
He's Benin. Nigerian.
Oh, okay.
Benin.
Yeah. That's in Nigeria, right?
No, Republic of Benin.
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 Sorry, it's my accent.
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay. You're from
nice. That's the accent in Benin.
No, like I went to a Nigerian school. That's
okay. Yeah, because I was speaking. I always thought you were Nigerian.
No.
Oh, okay. Benin.
Oh, okay. Benin Republic.
But now,
Jaisa, at what age did you move to Ghana?
I just came to Ghana last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at Legon. And like, it's just the whole stress of campus. And I'm like, I'm an overachiever. So if I don't get what I want, I kind of,
very anxious.
Especially during exams periods and all that. So actually happened to me, but nothing else apart from books and like, okay, showing up to like what my dad expects from me. I don't think there's anything else that could have made me feel anxious.
Will there be a case where you are very anxious, you are stressed in school, things are not going well for you, that you pick up the phone, that you're going to talk to your parents, that mom, I'm anxious, dad, I'm anxious?
Oh, to my mom, I did.
Okay.
I do to my mom. And funny enough, recently I did it to my dad too. And he has been very supportive.
Okay.
So I believe things are changing. Let's say they are seeing, and I have little brothers. So yeah.
African home, you call your mom in school that you are depressed.
Honestly, I think maybe it's because of where you're coming from.
Because they just take you to school to pass. If you don't sit up, see, our parents blame us a lot. Excuse me, but if you go and check their record in school, they didn't do anything. They have bad performances.
No, for real though.
But if we go to school and then, Charlie, you get B. So we have people who are getting B. UCC is A+. You have A and then you have parents complete. Do you know how people suffer to get E? And then you are in school in Ghana, African home. You get B or you fail, then you call your mom, I'm depressed because I didn't sit.
Somebody told me something that usually African parents try to write off their pasts with the future of their children.
Yeah, that's true.
All the things they weren't able to achieve in the past, they shove it onto their children to try and accomplish that, to save their name. Because if you go outside, the conversation amongst all of these African aunties and uncles is not about anything there. It's just like you have to achieve so that he has something to say to his
like
friend.
A competition.
Like mebanunye say na waye doctor. And that's like some crazy
but for that one it's not bad.
Okay.
Whatever you have not achieved, you want your kid to achieve.
Of course.
So for that one, I don't think it's bad. That's what, even me, that's what I'll do. If I'm not able to make 10,000, I'll make sure my kid makes 10,000.
Will you squeeze it out of them?
I think what Adra is trying to say
you squeeze it out of your children. Okay.
Baby, my kid needs to get there. So I'll make sure I squeeze everything out of you to get there.
Do you think that's right?
And when you get there, it's for your advantage. You become the richest woman in Ghana. Is it your mom's advantage? It's your advantage. So squeeze the kid and let them get there. Simple as that. Wherever I didn't get to, I'll make sure my kid gets there.
I see.
So if my kid
by force.
Yeah, you have to. That's why our parents are always on us to study, because at the end of the day, you see, when Ghanaian homes, if you are getting married, the parents are happy a lot. They are like, no one get married me. Someone is married my kid. They want you to. That's why when a Ghanaian child gets pregnant, the parents are always disappointed. Because I was pregnant in high school. My kid is also pregnant in high school. Is it a case? No. So okay, Charlie, you have to get there. So I don't think
it's a problem.
I think it's okay if you want the best for your kids, but forcing it is what's
a bit extreme.
Yes, it's extreme because it's going to take a toll on the kid and
their mental health.
Yes, and it's okay if you want the best for your kid, encourage them and all of that.
But Scanty, you can work towards the future with your child on a very understanding, very calm basis. And I hope I just say, because African children, what thing?
If you look at African homes, African homes where we are coming from, see, out of 10,000, you only get 1% of parents that do things with their kids in an understanding way. There is no way a kid. You can ask a lot of ladies, if you are in a relationship, can you tell your mom, my mom? You can't even say it. There is no avenue for that.
Isn't that a problem?
That's a problem. That's why lots of kids are say. That's why what say everyone
say.
Does your mom know when your first boyfriend? Did your mom know about it? Your first boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Say
Jeff, do you agree with what he's saying
about the squeezing? Yeah, actually, I do.
Yeah.
Like, you also squeeze your child. Hey,
I would have a limit, but I would do the same thing because I believe my child can be at the same level as me.
Perfect.
Literally, I'm sorry, but you see, a lot of African parents or in African homes, like they didn't plan their child. Most of the time, their firstborns,
they just chanced upon them.
It just happened, and now they have to take responsibility and be there. So some of them like the least you could do for them is make it in life so that they don't feel any shame, And like I could respect that. So I would do the same actually. Like
That's
I
true.
would.
But you agree with that? Okay.
Firstborns are supposed to have the soft life, but in African homes, firstborn are pressure down. So
Tell me about it.
yeah, because from the point he's making, most of our parents, the firstborn, it was not even planned. They just came out. Firstborn, you are the first kid of your mom. You are supposed to get most of the enjoyment. Chilling should come from you.
Right.
But the firstborns are rather Charlie.
They're taking all the burden.
They're all stressed.
Your siblings are
Because your
looking up
parents
to
expect
you.
It gets to a point you even become the parents.
Actually.
Yeah.
And they make it look like it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
It is.
Really?
Everything
Is it
is your
supposed to be?
responsibility
It
at
is.
the point.
Is it supposed to be?
It is. Now, me who was ever there? To come and take care of me. So it is your responsibility.
I see.
But just that sometimes the parents force it on the kids.
Yeah.
It all comes down to how it makes them depressed because you are at work, you are earning like 1,000, 2,000 cedis. Then you have your mom calling you, my phone, and say, my phone is this. See, all these things also affects the guy. But as you were saying, most guys, you can deal with it. It all goes down to the women. And they'll start asking from other people. They don't get, they are frustrated.
Yeah.
So women getting depressed, I understand. But for guys, there, Charlie,
Let me come back to squeezing, greatness out of your children. Now, if you look at other countries, children are excelling. Children go to school, they are doing great in schools. They are growing up to be good, prominent human beings in society.
Okay.
And it didn't take their parents hitting them or pressuring them or pushing them to a certain limit for them to achieve. So why is it that we can't do the same thing? We can't practice the same thing here? Is it that the foundation of our upbringing is what is influencing all of this?
It is their education system. If you know anyone in the US, let them send you their exam paper. Very easy. Very, very easy.
Okay.
Anyone who gets F in Ghana goes to US and you can get a B or a C. Look at SAT people are writing to travel.
Right.
Like they can give you an exam and then you sit in the comfort of your home and answer. Ghana, for a lecturer to even ask you to sit in the home,
you just come and sit by.
So,
just also when you make
yes.
satisfaction.
Sometimes they even wish one invigilator, one student in African homes. But in the States, that's not the case. That's why they always excelling. They are brilliant because everything has been made simple. In Ghana here, it's only in Africa, let me say in Africa, that when you don't make it through education, you are failed. In the States, that's not the case. Okay. Here, if you fail your WASI, they feel like
you're not
anybody.
Yeah.
But outside, people don't even go to school. People give birth and they don't ask their kids to go to African home. Yeah, who are you go school? But that shouldn't be the case. We have people in the States, they just go to upper primary and then they turn fashion designers. Ghana, you complete SHS, tell your mom you want to be a fashion designer.
Now you are at university crown with your certificate, you are not even getting the opportunity to pursue what you want to pursue.
So it's the education system. It's not our families.
You agree?
I agree with Kanti because like in our society as Africans and everything, what you have to show up for is your degree. That's all there is. That like oh, hello, yes, my name is this. Why are you? What do you do? Oh, which uni did you attend? I didn't attend uni. Move.
You're off. They don't care about the content of your brain.
No, they don't.
It's just what's on the paper.
You can have your paper and have like I'm passed, I'm barely passed. But the moment you have your degree, you are good to go. They have faith in you. But if you don't have your paper, it's like, who is this guy? Who is this woman? Like, what are they talking about?
Cindy, you agree?
I agree with them. Okay. I think it's the society and then the system. I mean, it's hard as in Africa, but then it's easy out there and you can do anything to earn money and better yourself.
Options.
Yes.
It's
very easy for everyone out there. Yeah. But it's very difficult
down here.
Yeah.
Now there's this narrative out there that African parents love to gaslight their children. Is this true?
I don't want to speak on that particular.
No. Is it true? Were you gaslighted as a child?
Yeah. Media, everything they share me everything from that has not been me. I wish my parents changed. Apart from that, they did things the opposite way. Everything that's right, they went the other way. Yeah. So me, all this gaslighting, shouting, everything was on me. So that's how I am.
They gaslighted you.
Yeah. They did.
Jeff?
Yeah, they did.
We're Africans. What do you expect?
We're Africans. I feel like it happens everywhere in African homes. I mean, your parents will try to blame you and not blame themselves because they are the parents and you're the child. You need to listen. So they are going to blame you for all wrongdoings. So I think it happens everywhere.
I want to cite an example. You mentioned not having even a choice when it comes to the food you eat, the food you digest. I had a friend, she doesn't like vegetables. Like, she hates vegetables. And this became like a major problem in the house. Instead of the parents to find out or even take her to the hospital to find out what's the problem, why is it that my child cannot digest, vegetables? Fried rice, she would pick out everything. Like, bako before she would eat the rice. They didn't find out what the problem was. It was just a case of, if you don't eat it, you're hungry.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
I was.
I don't like.
And you're like, you can't eat granite soup. Then you're gonna go hungry.
A lot of people have eaten stuff they don't even find interesting. People eat rice and okra soup, and you can't complain.
And they'll make it seem like this is what I have. If you're not going to eat it or you don't want, go and find what you can.
Simple.
And you don't have the resources to.
It was the same at Benin.
Yeah, it's the same. Like I told you, my mom is understanding. So when she's in a good mood.
When she's in a good mood,
okay, you can get what you want.
Yeah.
But when she's in a normal mood or a bad mood, come and say you don't want. Come and say you can't eat. She go show you pepper.
And then the follow-up to that is, African parents don't know how to say sorry. Has your father ever said sorry to you? Has your mother ever said sorry to you?
African homes, parents are not wrong. They are never wrong. Even if they are, they will blame you. There can be something here. You kick it, your mom will trash you. When she does it, you'll be like, mine, they better her. They don't find wrong with anything they do. Always, every blame comes to you. Me, nobody has told me sorry before. My mom will not stand in front. Even if she's wrong, to the worst point, I never get sorry. Me now, I have to later go and apologize. Something like that. I didn't do anything. I have to go back and go apologize.
But I messed around.
I was going to school the next day. So me, no one has said sorry to me.
Cindy?
Okay, my dad.
No.
But my mom has.
Your mom has?
Yes, she sometimes when she doesn't want to say the sorry, she says it in
a certain way. They'll just find a way to
see that she'll be like, oh, come and eat your food.
Look at this.
Yeah. Or come for some coins for airtime.
Exactly. Some people also like to push my biscuits.
I wish I didn't get that chance.
But she has actually said sorry. Before. She has sat me down and said,
that's nice. Sorry. That must be a very nice experience.
Wow.
Jeff?
Yeah, my mom told me sorry sometimes, but I'm in the same situation as Kanti because we'll have funny enough, she would shout on me and all that. She would see I'm vexing and all that, so I will leave the room or something. Then later on, I'm not wrong. I've not done anything wrong, and my own this thing makes sense more than your own. But I'll come back. I'll be like, Mommy, I'm sorry. Oh. And then she'll be like, oh, you know what? You were not totally wrong. So let me say I'm sorry too.
Hey.
But my dad, my dad doesn't tell you sorry. He might show you that he's sorry by.
Yeah.
Or being nice to you. No, but
for them to utter the word sorry.
I do believe that some of them they don't actually know when they're doing it. That's just how they are. Okay. For them it's not something bad. For them it's just sorry. They
don't see the essence of it.
Yeah, and I believe
but they demand it from you as the child.
Yeah. And as each generation goes, all of us become weak. So they were stronger, we are weaker. Our children are going to be weaker than us. So we need to show them a little bit of Pepe.
Small
African Pepe.
Let me just highlight on this instance. Me like this. So my father is Ghanaian, but then he lived upstate for a while. So when he came down, I expected, somebody that you've experienced another person's Obroni culture, definitely it will be different. But apparently, it's from the roots.
Yes.
It doesn't change.
Yes.
Because I was silly enough to think, oh, it would actually change. Now, there was this instance where I have a lot of steps, and then they came, and I had to live with them for the first time in my entire existence. And I was a child. Being a child, exposed to, new faces, new human beings. The children did not even speak Fanti or English. All they spoke was Italian. So at home, it was just Italian on a constant basis. I can't speak it. So I was very, very frustrated. I was frustrated to the point where one day I just up and left. I just went to my mother's house and it became an issue. So I thought, okay, let me just speak my mind. Let me just explain what I'm feeling. Maybe he will understand. I picked the phone. I typed a very nice message in the Queen's language, or I used nice words. Oh, it's not like that. I just felt like I was an imposter, and it was taking a toll on my mental health. So I hope you will understand. Blah blah blah. See, that was the day that it just hit me that like everything is so flawed. Because this is your child explaining to you that this is how I felt in your home. I didn't feel welcome. I felt like I was outside watching in. And instead of there to be like tweaks, let me try and understand you. Okay, what is the way forward? I was termed disrespectful.
Perfect. Ghanaian parents, they like nitpicking. You write an OSC, they pick just the negative line, then that's it. Ghanaian parents don't read a lot. Nitpicking, and then you can type a whole essay. Oh, mommy, I'm sorry, brother. The moment you cite something, then that is it. You are gone. Either you leave the house. A lot of people left the house because of
crazy. See, that day I was so shocked to the core, and I know some of you have like the same experiences, and I'd really like to hear about it. I want to know. Leave it in the comment section. Now, finally, before we go, were you entitled to your privacy at home?
No. Everything is no. Everything is no.
Scott, you had no privacy.
No.
No.
No, nothing.
Did you have privacy?
No, not at all.
Hey!
Not at all.
No privacy.
African privacy. Now, 7 people are living
unless you decide you want to leave the house, and even that you can't.
Yeah, that was usually the term. If you want your privacy, go.
Yeah.
Go.
Even if you go there after you. If you go small, this one may help.
That's crazy. Guys, anyways, this is a very broad topic. If we say we're going to dissect it well, we'll need like 2 full moons and then 5 business days. But I think we've been able to brush on the most important ones. I really, really want to know some of your experiences. How was it like growing up in an African home? What do you wish to change? What do you wish to just let us know? Let's have a very healthy, nice discussion in the comment section. We'll be back again with another episode. It's been great. See you next time.